All right, today's What Up Jeremy question comes from Martin Watchers. He replied to my newsletter at jeremymontoya.me, and his question in the PS was, I'm thinking of trying intermittent fasting. Do you still do that, and do you have any tips? Martin, I still do intermittent fasting. What I was doing when I was first starting was I would basically only eat one meal a day. And so I would eat around between 6 and 9 and then wait till the next day to eat again. And that was a really quick way to lean out. I probably lost about 10 pounds over 2.5, 3 weeks, and then it kind of teetered. And the reason I focused on that so heavily is because my goal was to drop 10 pounds, and that was in my best self journal. So every day I would wait till at least 6 p.m. to eat. And as that goal wrapped up and I hit that weight and I wasn't working out as I kind of transitioned, which I am now, it's a side story. But what I did was right now, I'm starting to mix things up a little bit. So instead of doing one big meal at the end of the day, I now have about a 4-hour window in which I can eat whatever I want. So around 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll typically break my fast, and then I'll eat again around 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock, depending the day, like my dinner. So I'm trying that out. I'm not really tracking as avidly as I was before, although I probably should. So first, I would track as much as you can. One regret I have is not getting a better grasp on my BMI, my body fat percentage. I use a Withings scale. It's digital, so it's not the best. It's not completely accurate. So I wish I would have gone and done like some actual testing to get those results, to get a baseline. But some things that I've started doing to help things move along faster. One, you got to stay busy, especially when you're getting used to fasting at first, because your body wants to eat. It's in the habit of it, and your mind is in the habit of also eating and breaking up your day. So one of the benefits of intermittent fasting, especially if you're an entrepreneur, is that you'll have more time because you're not spending it prepping, you're not spending it eating as much or having that downtime after. If you're eating a big meal, that like kind of after meal nastiness that you feel sometimes, you get mental clarity. And so just keep busy. One of the other things, coffee has been a big one, and this is not a 40, this is sparkling water. So this has been super helpful for not necessarily distracting myself, but for distracting my stomach a little bit. The bubbles from the sparkling water tend to help a little bit with letting go of the feeling of hunger for a little bit. And I never liked sparkling water before, although I don't think I really ever tried it. I really love it now. I just keep it on hand even when I'm not fasting, if like on Sunday if I don't fast. And coffee has also been really big for suppressing the appetite because caffeine and coffee does that. So that's what I would do if I'm you, or if you're looking for tips. Create an accountability system. One of the reasons I love the Best Self Journal, I'm always talking about it, is because it helps you to hit your goals in 90-day sprints. So your goal could even be just to start intermittent fasting or create a habit around it. And then you can lay out daily what you need to be doing. What I would also really consider doing is setting a consequence. Enlist the help of a friend, or enlist the help of somebody you trust, or there's services you can even pay for that you can go to, and they will hold you accountable via money. I think Tim Ferriss talks about that in 4-Hour Workweek. There's a site you can go to, or you can basically say, here's $100 every time I don't do this thing. It's going to charge my account and go to this charity that I don't like and I don't want to support. So what I would do is find a consequence and an accountability system in order to help make it happen. So Martin, I hope that helps with tips around intermittent fasting. If you have a question about health, business, love, relationships, networking, whatever it may be, let me know. Just hit me up. I'm at WhatUpJeremy on Snapchat, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else where there's a social media thing going on, Instagram, etc. Or you can even shoot me a note. I'm jay@whatupjeremy.com, and I can answer your question. And stay tuned. You'll find more questions here that I'm answering, and would love to answer yours. And now I'm just getting repetitive, so I'm going to end this video. Cheers.